Hey, it's Vita with ViLo Energy Healing. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the month of November. Now, these messages may not resonate with every Cancer out there, so please just take what resonates with you and leave out the rest. Also, stay tuned for your bonus info that's going to come up after this. All right, Cancer, let's see what we have going on for you this month. You know, this month is all about the truth coming out. Okay, so whether it's lies, cheating, shady behavior, sneaky energy, it can't stay hidden anymore. Okay, secrets are getting exposed, and you're going to see people for who they really are. You know, everything is just getting dragged out into the open. You know, right now it's all about family, money, and the future. Okay, that's what matters. Okay. Everything you're focused on ties back to what feels safe and secure. Right? You don't want something temporary. You want something solid that's going to last. You know, but the problem is, right now, I don't know. It's like shitty timing. Okay, it feels like nothing's moving. Delays are just driving you crazy. I don't know. It just feels like you keep getting, I don't know, like blocked by bad luck. You know, that frustration is what's throwing you off. Okay, it makes you feel like no matter how hard you try, the universe just keeps hitting pause on you, and it's just, I don't know, it's exhausting. You know, I'm also picking up shady energy like in your circle. Okay, so friendships, I don't know, they just don't feel the same anymore. There could be gossip, drama, people talking shit when they're not around. It's like what used to be fun is now fake, right? And you're starting to notice who's really there for you and who's not. Okay, it's making you question why you even keep them around. You know, it's funny because, you know, in the past, you had to take charge. You stepped up and you handled things yourself. You were confident, calling the shots, you were making shit happen. You didn't just sit around waiting for things to get done, okay? That's the reason you are where you are now. But, you know, for some reason, your home or family life just feels unstable. Okay, there's family drama, relationship stress, and tension in your like living situation. Okay, it's like there's no peace in what's supposed to be like your safe space. You know, the near future feels a little rough, right? Some of you may face some kind of loss. There could be like feelings of being abandoned, like, you know, like no one's showing up when you need them. Also picking up on financial stress. Right? That being left out in the cold type of energy is only going to be temporary, right? Just remember to reach out and ask for help instead of isolating yourself. You know, one of your best qualities is multitasking, right? You're good at juggling a lot of different things and keeping it moving. No matter how much gets dumped on you, you still manage to hold it all together. You bend, adjust, and you make it work. Okay, that's what helps you get through all this craziness. You know, someone around you is like being shady, right? They twist things, they lie, try to control shit. Their energy just feels cold, all right? You know they're not being fair, and you know you can't trust them. So just pay attention to how they talk and what they do, all right? They think they're being slick, right? But their actions don't match their words. And the more you notice it, the easier it's going to be to keep your distance. You know, it just feels like you're tired of fake people wasting your time, right? You just want something real that's going to feel good and make sense. But you're scared that you might pick wrong and end up being disappointed all over again. You don't want to get stuck like in another dead end, okay? You just want something solid that's going to last. And, you know, by the end of November, you're going to want to make a move. But then you hold back because the risk just feels too big and you're afraid that you're going to mess up. You know, you say you want change and you want new beginning, but you don't fully trust yourself enough to go for it. So instead of moving forward, you end up just staying stuck in the same spot. Hey Cancer, welcome back to part 2 of your reading. This is ViLo Energy Healing. This is going to be your bonus info for the month of November. All right, so I'm going to start off with some timing windows. I'm going to start from the beginning of the month and work my way towards the end. Let me just see what we have here. So November 1st to the 3rd, okay, that's when the truth comes out, okay? Sneaky shit gets exposed. Oops. Then we have November 7th to the 9th, okay? That's like, that's when the bad timing comes and all those delays frustrate you. Okay, the 14th to the 16th, that's when you're feeling left out, okay? Money stress comes in, or maybe like feeling abandoned. Then we have the 22nd to the 25th, okay? That's when you're like afraid to take a risk, okay? And you're like hesitating on a new beginning. All right, now, zodiac signs that showed up strongly in your reading. Could be someone you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be. Don't get too fixated on the signs. You could be dealing with any sign. What do we have here? We have Leo. We have Gemini. Sagittarius. Capricorn. Aquarius. And Taurus. Okay. Let's see here. Now, some symbols that you might be ignoring. Okay, that I picked up in your reading. I picked up 777. Okay, that has to do with like big lessons showing up around like trust and choices. I was also picking up 444. Okay, that has to do with like being protected while fake people get exposed. All right. There's also broken glass. All right, that has to do with like friendships or groups breaking apart. Okay. Also picking up on the color black. Okay, so that has to do with like stuff that you try to ignore. It's just saying that stuff that you try to ignore comes up again. Also some extra clues. Some of you may be dreaming of being lost. All right, that has to do with feeling like you don't know which direction to go in. I'm also seeing that some of you are seeing masks. Okay, that's just confirmation that someone's being fake or hiding something. Just see here. All right, I'm going to jump into some initials. Okay, this could be your name, their name, first name, last name. Place it how you see fit. Let's see here. I have the letter B, D, H, L, M, O, S, T, and W. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. If you're enjoying the bonus info and you want me to continue this way, just hit the like button or leave me a quick comment to let me know. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, sending you love and light.